Hello everyone, welcome to tomorrow's cooking adventure. So today I have decided to do some soup. So we're going to do some chicken pumpkin soup. Alright, so pretty much this is all we're going to use. We may add one or two other things as we go along. Alright, so right now we're going to be doing a bit of pressuring because we want to speed up the process, as in, you know, some persons will just do everything on the stove in one, but we're going to just speed up the process so we can move a bit faster. So we have roughly about 1.5 pounds of pumpkin. So what we're doing is just to dice the pumpkin, just to make it easier for the pressure process and it moves faster. So we want to ensure that the pumpkin is pretty yellow and nice, just to enhance the color for our soup. Alright, so we're going to just be dicing these into small square-like. And as I said, it will pretty much, you know, mash out when it's boiled, but it allows the process to go much faster. So I was saying before that we're going to pressure it. So the only thing we're going to pressure right now is just the pumpkin and the corn. So the corn, you know, takes a little while to cook, so we want to just give it roughly another 20 minutes or so in the pressure cooker. Alright, so we have decided to start with roughly 8 cups of water because, you know, while it boils or so forth, you will actually get less. So we are putting in our pumpkins, and then we're going to add our corn. Now we're trying to get the corn as small as possible, so when it's in the bowl you don't have them too big and chunky. But then this is roughly 2 corns, so it's dependent on the amount of persons or how much you love corn, like myself. Alright, so we're going to leave this for roughly 15 to 20 minutes to give it a head start. Alright, so while our pumpkin and our corn is being cooked, so I'm going to be using chicken, not chicken foot. So I'm using 2 chicken breasts. I've already diced up one, and we're going to do the second one. So they're approximately 1 pound and a bit, but so we're going to just dice it up because we don't want it too large in the pot. Alright, so chunky enough size will do. So we have cut up the bony part of the breast as well. You know, you have persons don't like a lot of meat, so they want a piece of bone to chew on, or I don't know, but you have persons who rather have the parts with the bone than just the whole of the meat. So we will cut up the entire chicken breast, 2 of them, to add to our soup. Alright, so we've already peeled our Irish potato and also our chocho. So we're now going to just cut it up or dice it. So we're now going to stop our pressure cooker. We are about about 23 minutes. Right, so so our pumpkin is pressure, so let's go ahead now and transfer it to our cooking pot. Alright, so we're now going to be doing some dough, what we call dumpling or spinners. So my nephew is here in the kitchen with me today, and he's going to be doing the dough. He's an aspiring chef, so let us see his dumpling skills. So we're going to be adding some salt, just a small amount. Alright, so we are going to be adding more water and making our dough. So once we transfer the pumpkin and the corn to the pot, we had it on high flames. So we are now going to add our chicken. Alright, so our chicken is there. So we're going to ensure that this gets boiled. Then we're going to also add our yam. That's our yellow yam. We're going to be adding our carrot. So we'll have to give this some time to boil. We're going to add some water as well as soon as it boils down a bit. Alright, so we can't add much to it. We're going to just now be adding a small amount of dumpling or spinners, because we need some time for the carrot to cook and the chicken to boil. So we're going to ensure that the dough or the dumpling is pretty small. So we're going to just take a small piece off, spin it in our hands and just press in the middle. So we want them small and neat. Spin it in our hands into a ball and press in on both sides, so get them pretty small and neat. So let's do the rest. We're also going to do some spinners as well. Alright, so we're making some spinners, not too, we don't want to make them too small and definitely not too big. So while our dumpling and our spinners were added, so we're just ensuring that it gets boiled for a while, because we need to ensure that the carrot, the dumpling and the chicken is well cooked. Alright, so we're going to leave it for another 10-15 minutes. Let's just add our cho-cho and our Irish as well as a little garlic. So we're going to just leave it for a while, give it another 10-15 minutes. If you notice the color is coming along, still have some of the pumpkin to mash or crush, but pretty nice looking flavor. So we'll give it 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes and check back in. Right, so we're going to be checking in. We have done more than 15 minutes, so we just added a little water on it so we can, you know, get more soup. A lot of food for the food lovers. We have our corn, chicken, Irish, and our yam. Right, so now we're going to be adding our pumpkin. So it's the Maggi Soup It Up, and it's a cock soup with pumpkin. So since we're doing our chicken pumpkin soup, we want to get as much of the pumpkin flavor in it. Alright, so we're using 2 packs because of the size of the pot, and also we want to ensure that we get enough flavoring in our soup. Alright, so we're going to mix it around. And sometimes for the noodles in the soup, it will stick. So we have to ensure that we mix evenly and ensure that we mix to the bottom of the pot, just to ensure it doesn't stick. Alright, so we're also going to be adding our thyme, which we've already washed. And also we'll be adding our scallion and our 1 hot pepper. We're not going to burst it. It's mainly for flavor. I mean, if you're not cooking for kids or you don't mind how spicy it becomes, you can also burst the pepper. But it adds flavor. So we're on our final stretch. You know, the soup is coming along nicely, nice and thick. Not too thick, of course. But once the cock soup, boils out, it also will help to give it some body. So we'll check in on it in a while. So we're going to just leave it for another, probably say 10 or 15 minutes, and we'll check back. We want to turn on the flame a bit. Alright, so we're going to just leave it to get thickened and for the noodle to cook. Alright, so we're going to do our final check now. Great, so our noodles cooked, looking beautiful, nice color, nice thickness. At this point you can actually do a taste test, you know, take out a little bit and taste it. So if you need to add salt, then you may, because remember the cock soup has salt already, so you can taste it, and if you feel the need to add to it, then you can. But pretty much we're finished here. Oh, smells delicious. Smells great. So guys, here's our finished dish. We have our soup looking all delicious, and we call it our chicken pumpkin soup. Looking very, very beautiful with the various colors, thick and nice. So you can add or take away to your liking, but I'm really, really pleased with the colors and how it turned out. I really, really, really hope you enjoyed and liked this video. I'm going to ask you to give me those thumbs up, those likes, and remember to subscribe and also to turn on those notification buttons. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.